We got a plushie.
We have a plushie.
And the linguine lasagna plushie. Look at it.
Wow.
Ooh, look at it. Strut that stuff. Look at it go. Pre-orders open on the 16th of April until the 6th of May. And we're going to sell 300 or else it's dead. So buy it.
Buy it.
Buy it with your money. Did you know there were 3 updates to this video game?
No.
3 whole updates. And I was like, wow, that's crazy. There's 3 updates and it has like 5 changes in each update. I'm not going to make a video on this. It's got like 5 changes. And then they kept updating the game. So now I'm going to make a video on them because there's like 50 fucking changes in total. Anyway, it's not late. It's fine. It's fine. We're going to start with the most recent patch, mainly because I think it's just really, really, really funny. In the last patch, they changed it, so now punching saw blades in magnets doubles the damage they do. This also applied to chainsaws. In magnets, it would double the damage that the chainsaws did, and you could do a little bit of damage.
A little bit.
A little bit of damage. You could one shot a little bit of the prime souls. So it has immediately been slapped with a, with a really harsh nerf, which is fair enough. Well, after you punch it, it retains the double damage for 3 seconds. So you can still get the double damage. You just can't stack a shitload of saw blades into one saw anymore. And just to make double, triple sure you can't do that anymore, they've increased the weight of the unchained chainsaw from 3 to 5. So what that means is like a regular saw is 1. A chainsaw is now worth 5 regular saws instead of the 3 it was worth before. So you can have less of them, and you can only have them do double damage for 3 seconds. It might have been nerfed a little bit. It might have been nerfed just a smidge. Just a smidgen.
So small.
Just a small, tiny little, minuscule quantity. And yeah, I just thought it was really funny that like the first patch note was like, we've nerfed the shit out of this actually, because this was too good. Anyway, there's a bunch more Cybergrind changes. They've been doing a lot to fix Cybergrind after they made everyone hate Cybergrind when fraud dropped. So, what they did was they've changed it so now there's I think this is also just another funny patch note. Wow, W gameplay. Anyway, they've changed it so Mirror Reapers are weird in Cybergrind and they spawn halfway through a wave. And they've made it so that Mirror Reaper doesn't count for opening Deathcatcher boxes because those are rare softlock, I assume. With like, if like, the Mirror Reaper counted for like, if there was like a small amount of enemies in the wave, the Mirror Reaper would be one of the 75% of the enemies that you need to kill to open the Deathcatcher box. And it wouldn't spawn in. And then you couldn't open the Deathcatcher box, so you just got soft-locked. Which is a bit funny. But that shouldn't happen anymore. If it happened to you, wow, you're unlucky. That's crazy. They have made it so 10% of every Cybergrind wave will be common enemies. Right? Like stuff like Filth, Strays, Soldiers. So you don't get like disgustingly ridiculous waves just full of like Virtues and Cerberuses and Swords Machines. That's just a quality of life thing to make sure there is always going to be some fodder around. Which is real nice, I think. Because, oh boy, I would like my Filth occasionally, man. They're refreshing.
They're refreshing.
They're refreshing when I get waves like this, where I see a Mind Flare and a Virtue immediately spawn, and I'm like, man, that makes me want to kill myself. Yeah.
Interesting.
Anyway, they have gave Providences a global cooldown system that is different than Virtues. What this means is basically, when Providences and Virtues were spawning at the same time, you would have like the Providence would attack, which would then cause the Virtue to not attack because I guess they were using the same cooldown system. So now it doesn't happen, and you're gonna get fucked by both Providence and Virtue at the same time as you properly should have been.
I see.
Which sounds great.
Very good.
That sounds so cool.
Very balanced.
Are you not happy about this?
This is
does this not sound just so pleasing?
it's the most aesthetically pleasing.
You're gonna get tickled by both of Providence and a Virtue at the same time, and you will enjoy it, said Hikita.
Maybe not tinkling.
Maybe not tickled.
Maybe not tickled.
Maybe not.
No.
Maybe we can take that one back.
Yeah.
Anyway, they've added an extra collider in the 7-2 maintenance door to stop players.
7-2?
7. Oh my lord. I'm so used to saying 7. For like I'm just so used to saying 7. I'm not used to 8, okay.
Okay.
It'll take a while. It'll take a while.
Physics student can't count.
No, this is true.
Okay, I see.
Yeah. Anyway, they've added more collision to an 8-2 maintenance door to stop players with low FPS just falling through it. Which again, I think is quite funny. I think that's quite funny.
It's quite silly.
They've also apparently they fixed conduction because conduction didn't need enough fixes. This thing, it's always breaking, man. Every fucking second, it's always breaking. But apparently conduction didn't work when max gore per room was 0. Interesting, like what, like genuinely, don't even know how this happens, but you can conduct now when the gore is 0.
I'd say it's a win.
This is a win for our low FPS friends.
Yes.
This is a big win actually.
Yeah.
Like genuinely, it's just like, how does this happen?
True.
How do you break conduction when gore is turned on? I don't under. This game's got some spaghetti. It's a delectable dealing of spaghetti. Anyway, they've also fixed a nav mesh. They fixed a nav mesh issue in 8.2 in the second time a death catcher spawns in. That caused enemies to get stuck in the stairs. I can't say I've ever seen it happen before, but hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. They've also fixed aim assist not working through portals, which actually, again, another huge W for our aim assist little friends out there.
Yeah.
That's actually so massive. Oh my god. Like, I can't even imagine trying to play this game with aim assist on, and then, like, it just doesn't work through portals. That sounds awful.
Yeah.
So, W aim assist players. They fixed oops blockers, you know, the yellow out of bounds things. They fixed oops blockers being visible above the entrance door if you completed the secret 8-2 arena. Very oddly specific. Anyway, we're in 7-2 because they made the guns actually fucking work in this level.
Oh my god.
This is a massive W
There's
for
real
atmosphere
ammo.
enjoyers.
Real ammo.
This is a huge W. That it's been broken for like months, if not over a year.
Ah.
It might have been broken since revamp. Genuinely couldn't tell you.
Ah.
But it works again.
It does the thing.
It works again. Oh, this is beautiful. This is so beautiful. We love this. Anyway, they've fixed the blood spray when Ben dies not working. I can't say I've ever noticed it not working. It seems to work for me.
Me too.
But also, it would also be kind of funny if like it says, "Oh, Ben's meant to explode into a giant fucking thing of blood," and he just doesn't.
That would be really funny.
It would be a little bit funny. He'd like be the most anticlimactic thing ever. They fixed a bug that causes the music in 1E. That's an enraged Gabriel. We'll get to that. They fixed a bug that causes the music in 1E to fade out if the player enters the skull room vent early. Nobody has entered this vent, by the way. I know what vent this is all about. Nobody has used this.
What?
I believe this is going to be on about like there's like a in the room. You've got. No, I'm thinking about a completely different room. I take it back, Hakita. Well done. I don't know what you're on about.
What? Okay.
I'm thinking of a different fucking room.
I see. We are not sleep deprived.
No, it's fine.
No.
Anyway, Gabriel now gets angry when he's got blind enemies.
Blind enemies.
He now gets angry with blind enemies on. He used to not do this. He used to just like firm it.
Now he's a wimp.
Interesting thing.
Oh.
Did that?
Is that supposed to?
No, I don't think so.
Oh.
It's fine. We're gonna pretend like we didn't see that. It's.
No.
We're gonna pretend like we didn't. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. Okay, they fixed an advanced option for 8.4. The one that makes the room like spin less. I believe that's not. What's advanced to say? Where is advanced? Wait. I've genuinely forgotten where this is. Advanced options. They've made it so that the 8.4 advanced option doesn't appear before you reach 8.4, which is probably a good thing because that's a bit of a spoiler.
That's a bit of a spoiler.
That's a bit of a spoiler, so it's probably a good thing that I'm still so perplexed by this, but whatever.
No, well.
They've also buffed strays and soldiers, and by buff strays and soldiers, I mean they've made them actually like. Hang on, let me.
What?
Sure. They've made them actually like predict your movement, which they're meant to do. They're meant to like predict your movement and aim like up in front of you. Apparently they do. Yeah, they do that now, which they weren't doing, I guess. So these guys have just been buffed.
Nice.
Sort of, not really, but you know.
Yeah.
They fixed the portal from the secret room's elevator in 8.2 not rendering correctly. They fixed the ceiling theater in 8.2, not rendering correctly.
Brilliant.
If you look at in a specific way, I guess. Where the fuck is Cerberus? Hello, knock knock. Hello, friend. Hi. Anyway, apparently sanding a Cerberus, with this update, has caused it to go back to standard difficulty speed. It definitely isn't doing that anymore. He's definitely still brutalified, which is good because Cerberus on brutal is genuinely such a massive buff. Violence crazy. Those things are crazy. Anyway, this is another really like funny issue that I just have. Cybergrind. It's a really funny issue. When playing Cybergrind, right, you might notice that on the edge of the map, after you play for a while, there's just a bunch of like floating enemy gibs, just outside the map, just chilling there. They've removed this. It doesn't exist anymore. This has been in the game for like as long as I can remember. And it's gone. It's over. It's so over.
So Jova. It's
so Jova. Anyway, they fixed Mirror Reaper's hit sound not playing.
Hit sound?
Honestly, I couldn't tell you. I couldn't tell you that Mirror Reaper's had a hit sound. I don't actually know what this means. I'm gonna be so real. They've also fixed an issue in Cybergrind with coins, where coins would reflect non-default beams. Where coins would no longer reflect non-default beams properly after a player punches a cannibal into the void.
What?
Oh my god, I know what this is. Is if you do this, you punch a cannibal, and that cannibal is never hitting a wall. It's just going.
Oh.
That cannibal is just going. So I think it's like when you're reflecting a bunch of shit, like when you're reflecting stuff, after a certain while, the coins don't just go for the cannibal. That's over. Who even knows where? Can you see it?
It's in the end.
I can still see it. There's like 1 pixel of it.
It's in the end.
It's in the end. I missed. Well, GG. It's cooked.
How were you gonna hit that?
I wasn't.
Okay.
And powers no longer cause thin strings of gold when some of their gibs are deleted. And that was just the biggest update. That was the biggest update. Would you believe?
Whoa.
There's 2 more updates. Bonus update.
Whoa.
Bonus update.
Whoa.
Bonus update.
Whoa.
There's a proximity visual for the Cybergrind's death plane. What the fuck does that mean? This. You can see where you die.
Whoa.
That's actually really, really useful. Actually, that's really useful. That's sick. Actually, I like that a lot. I like that. That's cool. That's actually
approved. Linguini approved.
Yeah, that gets my seal of approval. Actually, there's an issue. There was an issue because it's been fixed. Would you believe? They fixed the broken nav mesh in 5-1's cave, causing soldiers to spawn in the wall. Now, it says 5-1's cave. This level is entirely fucking cave. So, couldn't tell you where they fixed it, to be honest.
Surely somewhere where there's soldiers.
There's multiple rooms with soldiers.
Well, just find. Oh.
Maybe we'll go back to the drawing board with that one. Anyway.
Flashbang.
Flashbang. Anyway, couldn't tell you. But these guys are just alive. What the fuck? That's new. Usually they died to that. Strange. We're gonna ignore that. They fixed Maurice. Aiming at the center of our bodies instead of aiming at our feet. They're meant to aim at our feet. But they're aiming at the center of our bodies, and he died. Will I notice this difference in my day-to-day gameplay? No. No, can't say I will. TBH.
TBH.
Can't say I will notice that. Oh well. They've fixed malicious rate. Wait, hang on. This is kind of funny. They've changed Maurice's aiming system, so Maurice can't hit itself.
How does this? How?
Honestly, I wish I saw Maurice hitting itself before, but I've never seen this. And now I'm sad. I want to see Maurice, like, just, like, nuking itself. But I've missed the era of Maurice being able to just... That's just a thing that it does.
Should play more Ultrakill.
Ah, true. So true. You're so true for that one.
True.
And real and true.
Wow.
They fixed Radiant Stalkers not working. They didn't say how. It literally just says that it fixed them.
Well, it works now.
They work now. Akita seal of approval. They work now. Puppeted Mind Flare. They fixed Puppeted Mind Flares, leaving behind their beams if the Death Catcher is killed during their attack. So you know how like before you'd punch the Mind Flare and it would just leave their beam out and about? They've fixed this for Puppeted Mind Flares as well.
Very nice.
In the very specific situation. The Death Catcher is killed in the middle of them doing an attack. Bit specific. But that, hey man, we're getting in the weeds right now. The fraud's got like 6 fucking patches. We're getting into the weeds of bugs. The weeds. They've reduced the hitch as the 8 dash. Hang on. I want to see this. I want to see this because, like, okay. After the God Room in 8.1, where you jump into the fake out portal and go to like the outdoor area, the game has always just lagged. Like it's always just lagged for a second. Stretch room. Then oh, that's the wrong button. I want a no clip. It's always lagged, and every time I'm like, man, that's a really, really noticeable hitch. I hope they've patched that. And then they're saying that they've made it less. Let's find out how much less is less.
Less is less.
That's actually a lot. That's actually a lot less, to be fair.
Wow.
That's like, if I wasn't explicitly looking for it, I probably wouldn't notice it. Whereas before, it was like a solid half second of just frozen.
Wow.
I like that, actually. A lot. That's cool.
Ew.
Anyway, this one is another funny patch note. Gutter Man line of sight is no longer blocked by rockets. I couldn't tell you that it was before, but if that's hilarious if it was.
That's pretty funny.
That is really funny. If its fucking line of sight was blocked just by some rocket that you froze in front of it, that's really funny.
That's quite silly.
Anyway, Sordon's durability resets in 3 seconds when it's not being, equipped. They've also fixed the amount of active providences, reducing the amount of attacks active virtues perform. Well, this was the update before the last one, so clearly that one didn't work, and they had to, like, go out and change it again. So I guess we'll put an asterisk behind the virtues and providences now don't break each other's attacks. We'll put an asterisk on that one. It's fine. And they've increased the height for opening triggers for limbo doors. That's probably a speed. That's good.
What are you talking about?
No, that's fine. That's fine. They've made speedrunning limbo less of a pain in the ass, basically.
Very cool.
That's the only reason the doors need to open fast in that layer. It's for speedrunning, which is cool.
Very cool.
Let's make it less annoying. Hell yeah. God damn it. Killing a flying enemy with a whiplash core no longer causes the whiplash to get stuck in the air, which is again, I think another bug that I just wish I'd seen. But I wish I'd just been playing the game where whiplash just got stuck like in midair somewhere. That's hilarious. I mean, no, it's not. I would like if you're trying to like play the game, that's not hilarious at all. But it's a little bit funny. It's a little bit funny.
A little joking can happen.
It's minuscule quantities of trolling. And would you believe? Get this. They fixed a bug that caused size 2 fish to be uncatchable.
No fucking way.
In this update, but not in the last one. So clearly, the size 2 fish is now catchable.
Of course.
And you should take that as full 100% fact with zero salt.
Hakisa wrote this out personally. Why would he lie?
Yeah. Why would Hakita lie to you? Why would he lie to you? Anyway, hang on. I need to get up the next patch notes. Wait, hang on. Trust me. This is the biggest update in the history of updates, right? It's got 8 whole changes. This is why I didn't make a video on it exclusively. But hey, I'm talking about all the patch notes now, so we may as well talk about John 8 changes over here. So, they have fixed a secret room in 8.1, no longer working. What secret room? Couldn't fucking tell you. It doesn't say, but one of them is fixed.
Very nice.
They fixed a dual wield with sword-ons breaking when trying to launch a chainsaw. Can't say I ever noticed that. Again, a lot of bugs where I'm like, that seems like something I would notice, and I just never did.
Haven't.
They fixed error spam when moving a malicious face with the spawner arms. That's when you have cheats enabled, and I'd press the code. If you have cheats enabled to press F8, you open the console, and I guess moving Maurice just like flooded it with errors for some reason,
Aww.
which is kind of funny.
That's kind of silly.
That's a little bit. That's a bit silly. They've reverted malicious face beams being able to direct hit the player. I don't like the sound of this. What the fuck? What do you mean reverted malicious face beams being able to direct hit the player? Explain yourself, Maurice. That's not Maurice.
Is he okay?
Oh, he's like outside the map.
Oh.
Poor guy.
Oh.
What? Wait, one shot at me. What? Right. Right. Whatever. What? There's 2 Maurices in here, aren't there? It wouldn't be a Linguini video if I didn't find a brand new bug.
This is true.
Anyway, we're gonna see what it means. Oh, it's going for my feet.
Yeah.
How do I make it? How do I force it to hit me? Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna take Akita at his word for this one.
Yeah, just like yeah.
I would be here for like 20 million hours. That's a lie. I'm just lazy.
Good old Linguini.
They've fixed. The Maurice has got a lot of fixes. They fixed Maurice not aiming at player if he's on a rocket. Okay, I landed on the rocket and then it unlanded me on the rocket.
It's so good.
You piece of shit. Okay. I wanted him to aim at me and he aimed at the rocket and murked me. I can't believe this
Do you
guy.
not think he aimed at your feet?
No, he aimed at the rocket.
I see. Okay.
Yeah, like when you're rocket riding, they're programmed to aim at the rocket.
Ah.
Yeah. Well, dickhead, asshole. I'm trying to show off cool stuff and he's like, nope, fuck you.
Nuh-uh.
Anyway, they fixed niche coin punching tech. Coins previously hit by beams can be punched into enemies properly again. Wow, that is niche. The more I kept reading that, I was like, okay, that makes sense. That's really niche. That's like you shoot a coin and then punch it again. Wow, that's niche.
What?
That's really niche.
Mm.
And they fixed boss bars not squishing properly. They've fixed boss bars not like properly squishing when you have a shitload of stuff.
Wow. Okay.
You know, no, fuck me. I'm not gonna try showing stuff off then, huh? Anyway, it's squish. That's radiance. Squish. It squishes.
It squishes.
Why? There's like 10 soldiers in here. Whatever. We're learning more every day about this game, and that is 3 whole updates of this video game. 3 very small baby updates, but 3 pretty nice updates, if I do say so myself.
Indeed.
Which I say so.
He does.
I do. Anyway, now when are they going to do patch, what is this, like 17D4? When's patch 17D5? I want to see like 3 changes. Right? It's like there's nothing but a patch. It has like 3 changes and it fixes like the most niche specific bullshit that even like the most invested players have no idea what it means. That would be great. That'd be my perfect patch. Please, Akita, I beg.